everybody, Febrienne here. I recently made this dress inspired by the Rapunzel level 10 friendship dress that was revealed in the showcase. And a lot of people, when I posted it on Discord, said that they really liked it. So I decided to make a tutorial on how I made it for you guys. And it was only after that I made it that I realized that I blended in with the furniture in the Tangled set. So I'm gonna go on ahead and get into how I made that. Okay, so I put the dress in the background so I could kind of remember some of what I did too to make sure I don't make it too different, as I do recreate it so you can watch me do it step by step. So I'm just putting it on here in the background as well so you guys can see it as well. So I'm gonna start off with this color right here, because this is the main color of the dress. So I first went in and I actually took these flowers. I almost went with these flowers because they are the tangled flowers, but I didn't quite like how they looked, and I wanted it to match the one from the trailer more, so I went with this. The trick that I would recommend is not having it on global mode and then having it as small as it can be and doing this button, which, in case you aren't aware, this is the button that lets whatever's on the front be replicated on the back. So I'm gonna let go, and then you'll see it shows up here on the back as well. So we're just going to do that several times. I'm gonna rotate it. I'm gonna make it look a little different, because you have to keep in mind that it doesn't just perfectly go on the back. So see, I have them in totally different spots, but on the back it lines up. So you might want to mess around with it. Make sure you're comfortable where you have it positioned. I'm gonna space mine out a little bit here, but also put some in different locations. Ooh, see, that doesn't look good because it's not on the global tool. It can look a little funny if you're not careful with it because of the way they do the stretch. So I'm gonna kind of mess with it a little more. It's one of the more difficult ones, unfortunately, to get right. I'm not really I have not messed around with this particular dress much, so trying to was a little difficult. So we're just gonna do that, I think, one more time here in the middle. Okay, I said that, but then I want a little more because I'm not quite satisfied with that. I need to mess around with how they look on the front. Where's that one? Okay. Sometimes, if you're picky about it, you can go in and add more, but the problem is when you do this way that I'm showing you, where you do the arrows, it does not count as a layer. And we don't want to have too many layers. While we want some, we want to make sure we have enough layers for some of the later steps. So you can only allot about a few of them, but you don't want to have too many. And in fact, in this case, I might actually take it off of Global Tool just so I can have it look a little better in the front, because I care a little bit more about how the front is going to be than the back, personally. So I'm going to do that. You don't want it up too high because we are doing that corset look like in the previous one. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with this. I'm going to end here before I spiral and add way more. No, I'm not satisfied because it looks so bad on the back. Let's see, does that help? No. I'm trying to figure out which one is causing that funny effect that I don't like there. because it's one of these. Okay, so from here I think I am, whoop, nope, comfortable adding a few more. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to leave it there or I'm gonna drive myself insane. But just mess around with this until you're comfortable. Just keep in mind, like I said, that you cannot have that many slots if you want to comfortably do this correctly. So now, I did this backwards when I made mine, but I wished I hadn't. So I'm going to take my triangles and I'm going to mirror them. And you want to kind of perfect them into a point because you're gonna have this be like the corset look, like on the front. It doesn't matter how this looks as much because we are gonna cover it up. Personally, I went in with a heart and went for this dark purpley look here. And I'm gonna take it off of Global Tool because I want it to cover the buttons. And then from there, we'll mess with the shape of the corset. We're not done yet. We have more to go. This is just part of it. We're going to mess with it a little. This was a little more complicated to make. Again, I always like to try to say, be as creative as you want to be. Just, like, if it's not perfect, it doesn't have to be. I'm hopeful for the day that we can share designs with people now that Valleyverse is becoming a thing, but I know that they said that in the beginning they didn't say anything about that yet. So I'm not thinking that's going to be a feature quite yet. So on that heart, I actually forgot a detail. So it is there, but at the same time, we do want it a little more down. So I'm just going to mirror it real quick so I have that similar shape. But I actually want it to be, I'm trying to remember what color I made everything. Let's go like this, like that. Okay, I couldn't quite remember, so I went and looked at it again, like color-wise, so I could keep track of what colors go where. So let me edit this a little more here. So we're going to make this color. We're going to go like this. That's there. Okay, we're not done yet. That's just part of it. So we are going to have a lot in this one area, so keep in mind that we have a lot of stickers that are going into this, so be prepared for that because there's a lot of stickers going into this. So I'm going to make it like this. I'm going to go in here with the sun and we're going to make it that gold color. Again, I'm going to global shrink it, put it here. Now comes the, like, breast cups part, or, like, the part around your boobs. Okay. I'm gonna mirror that. I'm gonna do gold first, because I think the gold helps seal the deal. Like so. Okay, and then I go in again, and I'm just gonna mirror it one more time, but I'm gonna make it that purple and shrink it. And I'm gonna do that again. Spin it. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my mouse clicks. I'm just trying to spin this properly, like so. So we're not done here yet. We have another thing that we do to help match the colors a little more. So I go in and I go like this. Like so. There's one more that goes into it. Under here. We do this one underneath the heart. So we're gonna go down a little bit. Not both hearts, just the dark purple heart. We're gonna spin that a little bit. Okay, sorry I'm a little more quiet on this one. I'm just kind of focusing on how I did everything so I can make sure I do it right for you guys. Because I know it is a little complicated. This one is one of the more complicated ones I've done. So I wanted to give that look in it, so we go back and I go in and I add these like swirls on this, and I add another one down below. And again, these are going to be going down under the heart. I'm going to go like this real quick to speed it up a little bit. I'm going to put it over the ombre though, so that way it looks darker. Under the heart, but not under the ombre. So that's why it's useful if you sometimes don't follow by my example and actually do it in the right order, but I'm just not that organized sometimes, and it makes it a little more complicated. So don't mind me and my amount of not being organized. Okay, I'm satisfied with this. So now we're going to go up and we're going to do the sleeves. So the sleeves was a little tricky for me. In the original work, which I will show a picture of here soon, they added flowers to the sleeves as well as everything else. But I could not realistically figure out how to recreate the sleeves without adding any unadditional layers that I felt would mess up the design. So I decided not to. And here I just put 2 more layers of ombre to kind of replicate that sleeve look. And now we're going in with all the ombres here. This one's gonna go underneath the flowers, so I'm gonna go all the way down here. We're gonna make sure, like so, like that. Okay. Now we're gonna go in, and we're gonna take this, and we're gonna use that darker color again, like we used on the corset part of the dress. Go like this, all the way down. We're gonna move it, but first we're just trying to get it in the right position first for myself. Let's go on ahead and move this up a little bit. Like so. So now we're gonna go in. I'm gonna go on ahead and add some more flowers. I feel we are lacking on the flower front right now. They could definitely use some more. I don't remember how many were on my first one, but I know I had a lot. Again, taking it off of that global tool really does help. Making sure here. I'm going to add a little more on the back to help create a more cohesive look. We're going to go in and we're going to go in with that darker color like on the front. Okay. I'm going to do this so I can actually see. Nope. Okay. I couldn't remember exactly what I did on the back. I know I did like a strip across just to make it look a little neat. I'm gonna do a little something too. I'm gonna go in with that gold like here, and then I'm gonna go in with this like purple color like so. Like that. And maybe a strip across in that darker gold color. I think that looks good. Yeah, I did it with the lighter color, which I think I'll do now, actually. Oh, I remember what I did. I actually went in and did this. Nope. I couldn't remember what I did for a second, but I went in and did that. So it blended in with the dress better. I am going to add a few more flowers on the back. I'm sorry this video is a little all over the place, but I again really wanted to get that recreation dress out for you because a lot of people seem to really enjoy it. And I wanted to be able to share it with you guys. So this is basically the completed look. I'm gonna go in and add a little more ombre because I like that slightly darker look to it. It's not like a perfect recreation of the dress or anything, but it's as close as we can get, and I'm very satisfied with it. So I'm gonna go in. Sorry about the mouse scrolling, people. It's like right next to my laptop. I'm gonna mess with the color a little bit. I think it's a little dark. I'm gonna go in with that, which I think looks a lot better. So let me go ahead and get into a pose real quick, and I'm gonna end the video. Alright everybody, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you really enjoy what I had to do for you guys, what I made for you guys today, sorry. I had a lot of fun with this, and I'm so excited for the new update. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.